This is Change Your World by Victoria Witter. Who am I? This is just some basic information about myself before we get into deeper material. But I am a sophomore at Oklahoma State University, majoring in allied health so I can become a physical therapist. I am a person who loves to make people laugh, loves to dance like there's no one in the room, and loves to play music so loud that your ears starts ringing. I am determined to accomplish my goals, make my parents proud, and to always look at the bright side of things. These are the two most recent pictures that I have of myself. As of right now, I am 20, and these two pictures were taken last year. This is where we get very into deeper material of myself. But when I was younger, I was labeled as a controversial child. I had very close friends, but I also had some issues with some other girls in my school. Because being new into a school in the 4th grade, it caused a lot of issues with acceptance and trying to make new friends, but also have that balance of not forgetting who you are and trying to establish yourself in a new place, which ended up me being involved in various cliques throughout my high school years. Throughout my high school years, I actually transitioned into a lot of different cliques. I was involved in a clique that was mostly about sports, and that's how I knew them, and that's how I was friends with them. I was involved in a clique because I was involved in the drama club, so I knew them, and I was pretty close with them. I was involved in a clique that was for the choir group, which was pretty much everybody was in choir. Pretty much throughout my high school years, I transitioned a lot into different groups of people and getting involved. With being controversial and being involved in cliques, I had to find my own leisure activity or hobby to kind of balance it all out, to figure out who I was and what I enjoyed most, which always ended up being something active. Whether it be volleyball, exercising, or dancing, those were where I found my happy place in my high school years, which caused me to be more motivated by extrinsic results instead of intrinsic results, because extrinsic results were more visual for me. I loved seeing my body grow, be stronger, and be more active, instead of me thinking of, oh, okay, if I do this, then this will be the result. I loved visual results a lot more than I was more motivated by outward results instead of inward results. Then led me to become more mastery orientated with a little bit of performance orientation when setting up my goals. I always had a set list of goals that I always wanted to accomplish every single year. But most of the goals that I made up also were involved in sports, which caused me to be very much of a performance orientation goal maker, which made me a lot more eager to win instead of establish like a new talent or something like that. Another thing that I discovered about myself is that I have a growth mindset. My mindset is very set on that there's always room for improvement. Nobody will ever be 100% perfect. So I'm always eager to learn new things to make a better result or make a difference in a situation. Which comes to my goal. What is my goal, you may ask? My goal in life is to finish college and start my own gym. This gym would be the place you would find all your health needs. You would have your trainers, physical therapists, and nutritionists. To be truly healthy, you need to figure out where you need the help the most, whether it be mentally or physically. I've thought about this goal for a very long time. I've actually been very passionate about it even though I am only 20 years old, which has caused me to make steps even now, even when it doesn't even make a huge difference in the future, but it's just prepping me to make sure that I have these set goals listed to achieve by the time I'm a senior. The steps that I have made in achieving this goal is I'm going to college to get my degree in physical education, physical therapy, and nutrition. I have contacted companies that have had similar companies that the one that I want to make and asked them questions on how they started and what inspired them, and pretty much had these deep conversations with these companies that were passionate about the same things that I were. And I've also discussed this idea with some trustworthy investors to get their opinions on the concept of this company. In general, I am so excited about my future, and I am proud of who I am today, and I wouldn't change anything that I have done or change anything that I will do, because I know that at the end of the day, my goal is going to make a huge impact on this world, and that's what makes me motivated to achieve it. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you learned something new.